Hello, everyone. My name is Robin Shaw, and welcome to today's Writing Lab number 11. I am here with my assistant, Little Robin. Say hello. All right, he's quiet today. I'm here every Sunday, 13:30 GMT. That is right now. Whatever that time is in your country right now, that is the time I start every Sunday, right now. Welcome to the new students. If it's your first time, feel free to chat, say hello. I'll see if I can. I try to see every message, but sometimes I miss messages. And remember, help out the channel, buy a coffee, join the channel, be active. I want this to grow. I do a lot of work for you guys, and a lot of you are helping. Thank you very much. But still, I need a little bit more for my coffee budget. All right, before we get started with the writing, please let me know you can hear and see me. And I'm going to check the chat. Johnny Phillips here, Layla's here, Munain, Abu, Anes, Sleepwalker, Nobero, I can't even pronounce a lot of these names, Carrie, Lewis, Shida, oh, hello Shida. I think I just met you in the WhatsApp like an hour ago. Frishta, good to see you here. What's Andre? Eunice Taleb. And I'm trying to go really fast through these names. Here, let me move the names up here. I think it says Sleepwalker. A for Anna. Hello. Yeah, and what's up? I have a homework group in WhatsApp that I'm developing, so a lot of you are in that homework group. Oh, Michelle's here. Hello. If you're not in WhatsApp, join in the links below. Carlos from Colombia. Lewis is from Colombia too. And Layla asks, we are waiting for you. And Little Robin, how's it going with you? How's it going? How is it going? It's going well. Lolly, bad liar. Daniel. I'm happy Daniel's here because, Daniel, I'm talking about your writing twice. Korean with Grace. Today I'm doing Daniel, Lolly, Layla, Gertrudis. I think that's it. We'll check that in a moment. Mrs. Starr, hello. Hidden Boy. Who is Hidden Boy? Oh, all right. Well, there's so many people coming in now. It's hard to keep up with the names. Chi and Annan Sana. All right, welcome Muhammad Ali. Oh, Muhammad Ali, the boxer. You joined. I just met you like 10 minutes ago, and you already see me. All right, this is Writing Lab number 11. Students send me paragraphs, and I improve. I think I improve the paragraphs in the Writing Lab. Let's take a look. Oh. Remember, if you're not a member of the channel, join. It's very cheap. And I will check your homework, and you can talk in my exclusive membership groups in WhatsApp. You can become a VIP of the channel as Michelle and Lolly and Layla. Writing Lab 11. Wait. Before we begin, I'm just going to start with a little sip of tea. This is... I leave the tea bag in. This is Earl Grey. The ASMR. Today's writers: Daniel, Danielle, Danielle is a girl, but you're pretty sure you're a boy, right? Is it Daniel or Danielle? Daniel has two writings today. Why does he have two writings? That's not fair. He has two writings. Well, Daniel became a channel member, so I missed his writing last week, and he deserves me to check his writing. He's always been here. He's a good student. So Daniel, I hope you're still here. Say hello if you're still here. Let me know you're still here. I'm checking both your writings. Then I'm going to do Layla's. Then I'm going to do Lolly Lolly's, and then Gertrudis. I haven't seen Gertrudis here. If I've seen Layla's here, I've seen Lolly Lolly. Gertrudis, if you're here, say hello. Let me know that you are watching. Oh, Wynn's here. Maudie's here. Writing sample 1, Daniel. All right, that's what it's going to look like. The students send me a writing sample. Maximum is 100 words. And I'll talk about the homework at the end of the class. Not right now. All right, let's get into the writing sample, and I'll fix it up. All right, Daniel's here. Yeah, Daniel, you're a man, right? Oh, Gertrudis is here too. Everyone's here. Tika, I want to make my writing too, but I have no idea what to write. Maybe I should give topics in the future. That's a good idea, Tika. All right, let's get into Daniel's first story here. 3 weeks from now, my first child, Angela, I added a comma there, Daniel, will move to postgraduate school in North Carolina, a state in the United States. Do you guys see anything wrong here? What's wrong with this sentence? Do you guys notice anything wrong? There's always a delay. Some of you have a delay of 5 seconds. Some of you have a delay of 10 seconds. And some of you have a delay of 30 seconds or 1 minute. I'm sorry, I cannot fix the delay. That depends on your Wi-Fi speed and other things. And Lewis says moved. All right. My first child, Angela. Hello, Robin. Amina, hello. Hello, Robin Day. Is it Robin Day? Magna. Hello, Magna. All right. So, now the first problem I have right there is move. Now, 3 weeks from now, my first child, Angela, will move to North Carolina. That makes sense. Will move to North Carolina. But before Daniel put North Carolina, he put to postgraduate school. Move to postgraduate school doesn't make sense. We need a different verb than move. What is a better verb? 3 commas. I added 3 commas. That's okay. So Lewis, to attend to postgraduate school. The North Carolinas? No. My first child. Hey, you guys are worried about the commas. I'm going to let the commas go. 3 weeks from now, my first child, Angela, will move to postgraduate school in North Carolina. I'm going to change that move just to go. All right. So Angela will move to North Carolina, but Angela will go to postgraduate school. And that P on postgraduate school does not need to be capital. Graduate school, postgraduate schools, these are not names. These are just general words. And the other problem I had, I think everyone knows North Carolina is in the United States. So I don't think we need to put that. That's kind of seems redundant. Well, we all kind of know where North Carolina is in the U.S. If you don't know where North Carolina is, you do now. It's in the United States. But Daniel, I don't think we need to put that in your paragraph. We could cut that. Most people know North Carolina is a state in the United States. All right, so I'm going to go on. She has been living on her own for the past 4 years, but she was never further than 3 miles from me. Anything wrong there? Anything wrong, little Robin? No, seems okay. This time, her new apartment will be more than 300 miles away. So remember, United States uses miles, and Daniel's living in United States. Where are you living, Daniel? Most of the world uses kilometers. I use kilometers, but Americans use miles. So that's his daughter. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about farther because that's a difficult one. Native speakers disagree a little bit. Remember, guys, I'm not going to fix every single little detail. I'm just going to fix the basic stuff. Just at a basic level, guys. Grace asks, what is different between postgraduate student and graduate student? Graduate student is, I think, good question. With graduate school is when you go for your master's or PhD. That's a good question. I gotta look. I'm checking it really fast. It seems they can be used as the same meaning, postgraduate or graduate. Just they mean higher degrees. Higher degrees. There seems to be some difference. Generally, they both mean higher degrees. All right, I gotta move on. All right, this time there, I'm going to pop in a comma. I always, whenever there's time, I'm a teacher that likes the commas. Like in the first sentence, 3 weeks from now, that's a time expression, comma. This time, comma. Her new apartment will be more than 300 miles away. And then we have our new sentence here. Angela and I was not very closed. All right. So this sentence, the writing before this is pretty good, almost perfect. But this sentence, Daniel, has a lot of big problems with your tenses. The grammar is awkward here. We got to fix it. Angela and I was not very closed. You guys have any ideas how we can fix that sentence? Angela and I was not very closed. What is he trying to say? Hey, Fran, when should we use brackets in writing? That's a very good question. I can't answer that right now. I'll answer quickly. Just when we have extra information not related to the paragraph. And we'll see that later today. Some people use brackets. Win, we also use miles here. I don't remember. I visited your country. I don't remember. Postgraduate is master's, graduate is bachelor's. And that's not always correct. Yeah, the difference between postgraduate and graduate is a little trickier than you guys think. Uh, and it changes per country. So different countries have different meanings. I don't have time to go research that right now, but that was a good question. All right, so going back to our sentences here, Angela and I was not very close. Well, this was and closed your past tense. The beginning of your paragraph is talking about the future, and even the previous sentence is talking about the future, and then this sentence all of a sudden is talking about the past, and I was confused. So I think you want to talk about the future again, Daniel. Is that so, Daniel? Here, I'll write this. We were not very close. Now, this sentence, we were not very close. This can talk about the past, talking about your relationship. And I don't know if you're talking about your relationship. You're not close. You don't have a good relationship with your daughter. Or you're talking about location. And location now, in the future, because she's living 300 miles away, the location, you will not be very close distance. So you said, we're not. Okay, so Daniel says closed refers to relationship, not geographical distance. I was wrong. Well, I was confused. So we were not very close. Got to be careful, guys, because this could mean the relationship is we're close. We're very bonded. We're not very close. Not a good relationship. Or it's talking about the distance between our locations. And Daniel says you're not very close. So sorry, Daniel. I had to take a guess, and I thought you were talking about distance because the previous sentences you're talking about distance. So we will be more than 300 miles apart. You're talking about distance. So the next sentence, oh, I thought you were talking about distance. My mistake. Well, we learned. All right, let's move on. While I was an average student, she was always excel in school. So was excel. Can we fix that up? Yeah, closed has a different meaning. Closed means not open. Was excelled. Yeah, Lewis, the city. Close has two meanings. An excellent student? No. Not an excellent student. He's using excel. Excel. Daniel, writing well is not easy. Of course it's not easy. That's why we're here, and that's why there's people trying to learn. Layla comes in with the correct word. I want to change was excel to excelled, which is a good word. I should have made it green. And what does excelled mean? Let's get the Oxford Dictionary. And it's very basic, and I'm going to just post. There's excel. To be very good at doing something. She always excelled in school. All right, so was excelled. No. We just need to say excelled. And it would be good if that was green. While I struggled to be decent in English, she earned perfect reading score in college entrance exam. All right, I'm going to fix that up a little more. While I still struggle, I think you still struggle to be decent in English, she earned a perfect reading score in her college entrance exam. So I added 3 words to help with the grammar in this sentence. While I still struggle to be decent in English, she earned a perfect reading score in her college exam. Now, what I want you guys to do is in. Fix that in. We don't say in the college exam. What's a better preposition? What's a better preposition to use? All right. Yeah, usually we express that as on. So I'm going to change that just to on the exam because it's a piece of paper. At the exam kind of means the exam location. But I'm going to refer to the exam paper, the exam test, and on the exam. She got a perfect reading score on the exam. I love, admire, and will miss her dearly. Now, you say I love, admire, and miss her dearly, and you said you're not very close. Sounds like you're very close. Oh, that's the end. All right, I'm going to read this out. 3 weeks from now, my first child, Angela, will go to postgraduate school in North Carolina. She has been living on her own for the past 4 years, but she was never further than 3 miles from me. This time, her new apartment will be more than 300 miles away. Angela and I were not very close in the past. While I was an average student, she always excelled in school. While I still struggled to be decent in English, she earned a perfect reading score on her college entrance exam. I love, admire, and will miss her dearly. All right, that's pretty good, Daniel. And how old is Angela? All right, I fixed that up a few things. It's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. It was already pretty good to begin with. And I'm going to go on to Daniel, number 2. This is Daniel wrote a smaller one. And it's funny. My homework is the review of the lawn chairs I bought from the Walmart retail store. Oh, Daniel, Angela's 21. Well, good luck to Angela. Yeah, that was Daniel. Apita, that's Daniel, needs to express his love to his daughter better. Hey, Daniel, call your daughter today and say I love you. Let's bond. My homework, lolly lolly, don't worry, I just left that one. I bought this chair a few months ago so I can sit by the ponds or lakes in my hometown. So my homework is the review of the lawn chairs I bought from the Walmart retail store. I bought this chair a few months ago so I can sit by the ponds or lakes in my hometown. All right, so what's happening here? The problem I have is with this. What should we use instead of this? Why can't we use this? This is a problem. This word is a problem. Why can't we use this? Teddy. Look, he put this. And Lewis comes in with We can't use this, that, these, or those. We can't use this, that, these, or those because we need to be kind of pointing this. And you see it. Now, I bought this chair. I can't see it. I can't see it. If he showed a photo, then I see it. So if you're going to use this, that, these, or those, I have to be looking. I have to see it. This marker, you see it. So I bought this chair. I don't see it. I don't see the chair. Where's the chair? I don't see it. So we can't use this. So Lewis is correct. It's got to change it just to a chair. So it's just a chair. I don't see it, but I know it's a chair. Hometown. Hometown. I know it sounds like two words, but hometown is one word. And Peta, I bought it a few months ago. Oh, you could say I bought it a few months ago, or I bought a chair a few months ago. Zakia, hi. All right, and the other thing I changed here is, you see what I did there? Or ponds or lakes, I changed to ponds and lakes. A native speaker would say, I bought a chair a few months ago so I could sit by the ponds and lakes in my hometown. You're going to sit by both. You're not going to use or, you're going to sit by both. All right, it is strong. Now he's using brackets. A for Anna. I hope you're still here. You're going to see the brackets. It is strong. I am 185 pounds. Remember, Americans use pounds. Most of the world uses kilograms. Ween, if you're listening, do you use pounds or kilograms? Or everyone, does anyone here use pounds to talk about weight? Peta it, because we already know he's talking about the chair. Well, it could be confusing Elpida because in the first sentence he uses lawn chairs, plural, and then he should say, I bought a chair, one chair. He should say that in the second sentence. Yeah, everyone's using kilos. All right. It is strong. Oh, A for Anna's here. So it is strong and comfortable. Now, A for Anna. Look. Everyone, look. His sentence is, it is strong and comfortable. That's his sentence. That's his main sentence. It, the chair, is strong and comfortable. He's talking about the chair. He's describing the chair as strong and comfortable, but he wants to add more information, not about the chair. All right, so that sentence topic is about the chair. The chair is strong and comfortable. But he wants to add more information, so he's correctly using brackets. With brackets, you can kind of stick in extra information, not about the topic. So I am 185 pounds. That's not about the chair. That's about him. So he's using brackets. And comfortable, sleep all night twice. That was a little awkward. I know your meaning, Daniel. And it was very difficult for me to fix this. Twice slept in the chair all night. It's still a little, even I wrote it awkward. I know the meaning. Even I wrote it a little awkward. But you want to stick in some, he wants to tell us that he slept in the chair all night twice. And maybe I should start that. I twice slept in the chair all night. I'm not sure. But anyway, he's using brackets there to stick in extra information, not about the topic. Why are you sleeping in the chair all night twice? You fought with your wife twice? All right, let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't been looking at the comments in detail. I'm just taking a look. It's a very special chair. How can I join the group member? You should see the join button and then you can join. I just bought 2 more for my family to take to Outer Banks. Now, Outer Banks is a location in America, but we have to call it the Outer Banks. Because it has an S, usually countries or locations ending in S, we use the Philippines, the Maldives, the United States, the Outer Banks. All right, I look forward to sit by the beach and obey social distancing. What's wrong here? Right there. Those 2 verbs. How can we fix those verbs? In the chair or on the chair, we usually sit on a chair. We sit on a chair. I slept twice. I slept in the chair. Oh, that's a good question. I slept in the chair. I think with slept, we might use in or on. Slept is a tricky word. I slept in the bed. I slept on the bed. I don't know right now, but with slept, I think we could use both after slept. So that's a good question, Gertrudis. I think with sleep, you can use both. I don't know the rule, but I feel you can sleep in or sleep on. But you usually sit on a chair. All right, sit and obey. Sleepwalker, regardless of how comfortable your chair is, it's better to choose a bed. Yes, but again, if you're fighting with your wife or husband, you might not have a choice. Slept all night. He didn't sleep in his bed. He had to sleep in the chair all night. Let me check. I'll do a quick check. Well, you can use sleep on a bed and you can use sleep in a bed. And probably in this case, twice slept on the chair might be better. But you can sleep in a bed, you can sleep on a bed. They both can be used, a little bit different meaning. But probably here, I slept on the chair might be better. So thanks for bringing that up. All right. Lolly Lolly, thank you. I look forward to, you should use verb ing. I look forward to sitting by the beach and obeying social distancing. And Cree with Grace comes in with rules. Rules, yes. I would add S, rules. If you're going to use the expression, I look forward to, verb ing. I look forward to eating dinner. I look forward to going to bed. I look forward to taking a nap. Ing, guys. You could say keeping social distancing rules. That's the same thing. Obeying social distancing rules, keeping social distancing rules. Ing, that's the rule. I don't know the technical rule structure, but every time you're saying, I look forward to eating, I look forward to sleeping, it's always going to be ing, guys. And, oh yeah, okay. My homework is the review of the lawn chairs I bought from the Walmart retail store. I bought a chair a few months ago so I can sit by the ponds and lakes in my hometown. It is strong. I am 185 pounds and comfortable. I twice slept on the chair all night. I just bought 2 more for my family to take to the Outer Banks. I look forward to sitting by the beach and obeying social distancing rules. Yeah, you could say following, keeping, obeying social distancing rules. Those all work here. All right, we got to move on, guys. We got a couple more. Layla's number 3. Layla's still around. This is Layla's. Oh. All right. In that morning, I got a phone call from Marion. So, like Daniel, that morning, I don't know what morning you're talking about. That morning? So these are those, you really have to identify what you're talking about. And if you say in that morning, I don't know. So I want to change in that. What should I say instead of in that? And yeah, lolly lolly Layla, one morning. So one morning. It just means a morning in the past, a general morning. All right. One morning, I got a phone call from Marion. She asked me for help. By evening, I prepared myself and left house. I'm going to stick in a my there. I left my house. So, story, we have our story. You got the phone call in the morning. Someone asked for help. By evening, it took you all day to prepare yourself and left your house. Oh, yeah, everyone's got one morning. One morning. Rubil Islam, hello, I'm fine. Yeah. Excuse me. Who is Marion? It's a good question. Wait, Grace, you gotta wait. She's telling her story. While I arrived at her house, I saw the door was opened. Okay, what's happening here? While I arrived at her house, I saw the door was opened. I have a problem with while. Let's change that. What should I change? While. What's a better word? While. Robil Islam. It's not really a chat time right now. I'm teaching. And I'm going to give you a big clue, guys. If you're using while, your verbs are usually ing, past continuous. But here the verb is arrived. So, yeah, a lot of you, when or after. When I arrived, after I arrived, that could work too. That could work too after I arrived. I'm going to stick in at. When I arrived, after I arrived, at her house, I saw the door was open. All right. Pushing the door and coming in, I saw everything was silent. All right, so pushing the door, let's see. I want to put something before pushing. There I'm going to use a while. All right, so because we have our pushing ing, now we want to use while. Two things are happening at the same time. So while, or two events, I'm pushing the door and suddenly I saw something, another event. How about when I had arrived her house? You need at her house. Yeah, you could say that. When I had arrived at her house, that's fine. So while pushing the door and coming in, I saw everything was silent. All right, we have a big problem here. This is the biggest problem of the paragraph. The verb saw. Why is this a problem? Lolly lolly. I realized everything was silent. Getting close. Arab guy, I can't read your name. Elpida, you and I are thinking the same. So silent, it means quiet. That's something to do with ear. So it's not about seeing. It's about listening or hearing. So if we change saw to heard. Whoops. If you said I heard, everything was silent. This is still wrong because you cannot hear silence. Silence has no noise. So heard doesn't work also. So a few of you, I see Elpida, I see Ricardo. I noticed. All right. So you notice your environment. Everything was silent or quiet. So I think noticed is a better word. It's not probably not the best word, but it works. All right. So while pushing the door and coming in, I noticed everything was silent or quiet. I started calling Marianne, but no response. Then I walked towards her room. Okay, getting scary. Walking towards her room. Slowly opening the door, I found her, fell on the ground. Teddy, is that sentence okay? Or Little Robin says no, that sentence is not okay. Fell. We got to fix that. What's the correct answer with fell? We don't want to say fell. Yeah, silent can't be seen, but we can notice the environment is quiet. Lolly lolly, fallen. Yeah. Found her fallen on the ground. Fell, fall, fallen. It's still a little awkward, but that would be the word we use, fallen. So slowly opening the door, I found her, Marion, fallen on the ground. She was killed. Bum, bum, bum. Fab Academy. I am Shoaib. I don't remember how to pronounce that. From India. On the floor? Actually, floor. Well, ground can work. We could just say ground, but floor is okay too. She was killed. So we have a murder mystery. I screamed. So this is Layla's scream. Ah! That's your scream, Layla. Ah! Ah! Sorry. All right. Suddenly I saw a shadowy shape moved and approached me. So you can see the green shadowy shape. That's really good language there. Can't clearly see some dark shape. Moved and approached me. All right. Oh, hey, Alyssa. Now, there's a few problems here. Suddenly, I saw a shadowy shape moved and approached me. Now, if you use saw, moved and approached, suddenly, you have to say, suddenly I saw a shadowy shape move and approach me. Okay, you can't have saw and then past tense. You just have saw. your initial past tense, and then what happens? Move and approach. But I took that out. I did a little, I tried to make it a little bit simpler, easy. So suddenly suddenly a shadowy shape moved towards me. All right, so sorry, Layla, I edited it to just this. Suddenly a shadowy shape moved towards me. Moved towards me. You could say suddenly a shadowy shape approached me. That's fine, but I don't know why. I decided move towards me is maybe a little scarier. Emaine Chanel, hello. Yeah, this is a real story, Grace. It was a man. What happens to Layla? Yeah, Layla witnessed a murder. I was very surprised to see this story. Layla went to help her friend Marion and found her friend Marion dead. And then this guy is in there. This shadowy shape starts moving towards her. It's a man. He put his hand on my mouth. Yeah, Alyssa, this is real. This is one of the shocking stories of Layla's life. So he put his hand on my mouth. And then Layla says, unawares, I got up. And you can see unawares is red. Red means, that's the wrong word, Layla. I'm not sure why you wanted to say unawares. A shadowy shape moved, we want to say towards me or approached me. Those are the best ways. So I'm going to cut out unawares. That's not a word we want to use. Is that even a word? So I'm just going to use suddenly. Lolly used a great expression here. I woke up with a start, with a surprise. So I changed this to suddenly I woke up. It was a terrifying nightmare, and I put terrifying in green. That's the perfect word to describe the nightmare. Terrifying. A terrifying nightmare. And of course, that would be a terrifying nightmare. Going to see a dead body and some shadowy shape moving towards you. And it's a nightmare. So, sorry to disappoint you guys. It's not a real story. It's just Layla's nightmare. Oh, I'll read it out. One morning, I got a phone call from Marion. She asked me for help. By evening, I prepared myself and left my house. When I arrived at her house, I saw the door was opened. While pushing the door and coming in, I noticed everything was silent. I started calling Marion, but no response. Then I walked towards her room. Slowly opening the door, I found her fallen on the ground. She was killed. I screamed. Ah! Suddenly, a shadowy shape moved towards me. It was a man. He put his hand on my mouth. Suddenly, I woke up. It was a terrifying nightmare. Or was it? Layla doesn't want to tell us the real story, so she just said nightmare. All right, we got to move on, guys, to Lolly. And this is Lolly's. And she describes it as another guess what story. Once upon a time, there was a nice fairy who lived in an enchanted forest. So you guys can see I have enchanted in green. That's a good word. And we usually describe like enchanted forest. I'll just go to Oxford here and just well, Oxford is I'll just explain. So an enchanted forest, kind of a magical forest, okay? So when we say enchanted, it has to do with magic. It's a very special forest, magical forest. She's talking about a fairy. She gave me the gift of time travel. All right, so the character went to the magic forest, the enchanted forest, and the fairy gave her a gift of time travel. While I was going to Sleeping Beauty, a miscalculation made me meet Beauty 20 years after her marriage. All right, so I have the green word miscalculation, good word. So a calculation is when you're calculating, you're doing the numbers, the math, but miscalculation, you made a mistake with your math. Layla, thanks a million for fixing. Yep. Sleepwalker, it stopped at the scariest moment. Magic, yeah, Gertrudis magical. Oh, Lolly Lolly has mistakes. All right. While I was going to Sleeping Beauty, a miscalculation made me meet Beauty 20 years after her marriage. So Sleeping Beauty is the fairy tale of the sleeping princess. I don't know. I don't remember in detail. And then the prince kisses Sleeping Beauty, wakes up Sleeping Beauty, and they live happily ever after. So Lolly Lolly, you said Sleeping Beauty and made me meet Beauty. So Sleeping Beauty, here's her nickname. The second part, you just said Beauty. We always have to say Sleeping Beauty because Beauty is not a last name. It's just the full nickname is Sleeping Beauty. We always have to say Sleeping Beauty. All right, so Lolly Lolly went to the magical forest. The fairy gave time the gift of time travel. She wanted to go see Sleeping Beauty. Miscalculation. So she met Sleeping Beauty 20 years after her marriage to the prince, right? And guess what? Sleeping Beauty had given birth to 10 children, and she had become a sour-tempered fat lady. All right, so this is Sleeping Beauty. The prince, Sleeping Beauty got married, but the time travel miscalculation, she arrived 20 years after her marriage and then saw, after 20 years, Sleeping Beauty 10 children, she becomes sour-tempered. You can see I put sour-tempered in green. What does sour-tempered mean? Well, we know what sour, you got to know what sour and tempered mean. And I'm just putting the definition here. So sour-tempered mean which here. That's terrible grammar. All right. A person gets angry very quickly on small things. Tempered is, their emotions. They get angry. Sour tempered. They get angry. All right. So she's not a happy person. She's a sour tempered person and fat lady. What do you have against fat ladies? Lolly lolly. So that's the truth of Sleeping Beauty. Right there, I'm going to break this up. Sleeping Beauty had given birth to 10 children. Stop. She had become a sour-tempered fat lady. So I took that. The comma is connecting two sentences. It should be two sentences right there. And Sleepwalker, I don't think anybody reads Russian. Lewis, my mom. Your mom is a sour-tempered fat lady? Isn't everybody's mom? Oh, sorry. You know who is sour-tempered? This little Robin. He has a sour temper. He's always angry over little things, right? All right, let's continue on. She had become a sour-tempered fat lady, the charming prince, question mark. Now, this is a quick way to say what happened to the charming prince. She just says the charming prince, what happened? And I hope you guys see right there. Spelling mistake, and lolly lolly, you're too late. Little Robin disapproves of your spelling mistake. So lolly lolly put the charming prince. Should be prince, the charming prince. So what happened to the charming prince? The charming prince, of course, a womanizer. And what is a womanizer? I thought Little Robin is so quiet. Little Robin never angry. Trust me, guys. Little Robin, sour-tempered. The charming prince, a womanizer. So, of course, the womanizer, the person, the guy who likes to go out, flirt, meet with women. Sleepwalker, not a good man. You know, his wife is sour-tempered fat lady. I don't want to be with a sour-tempered fat lady. But 10 kids, 10 children, he should be a good father. It's a bad guy. Poor Sleeping Beauty. Well, that's the truth. The fable says they lived happily ever after. All right, I'm going to fix that. You see the quotation marks here. This is how we write it. The fable says, comma, quotation marks. Let's put the period inside the quotation marks. The fable says they lived happily ever after. Lies. Bullshit. But quiet. I'm going to say be quiet. Don't tell that to the kids. All right, so what is she saying? The fable. This is a fable. This is a story. The Sleeping Beauty. All these fables, usually the prince and the princess or whatever, they lived happily ever after. They lived forever happily. Lolly Lolly says lies. Bullshit. because Lolly Lolly is too negative about life. I think Lolly Lolly's heart was broken many times, so she is negative about love. But be quiet. Don't tell that to the kids. And she ends, ignorance is bliss. That's green, because you guys should know that. Ignorance is bliss. What does that mean, guys? Ignorance is bliss. That's a common proverb. Korean with grace. Oh, womanizer, man cheat with his wife. Yep. Ricardo, all men are the same. I'm not a womanizer. Ricardo, are you a womanizer? Did they divorce? They can't divorce. She's got 10 kids. Alpita, don't ever trust the first kiss. That's wise. Ignorance is bliss. What does that mean? Very important. You guys got to know ignorance is bliss. Womanizer means like with... Yeah, womanizer is someone who likes women. They like to flirt. They like to meet. Maybe they're cheating on their wife. That's a womanizer, a bad guy. All right, so ignorance is bliss, and Lolly Lolly is teaching her own paragraph. If you don't know the truth, you're not involved in bad things. Yes, so ignorance means you don't know. Is bliss, is happiness. If you don't know the truth, if you don't know the real life, you will be happy. So that the fairy tales usually don't tell the truth. They make everything very happy. They lived happily ever after. Is that the truth? Do people really live happily ever after? No. But to children, ignorance is bliss. They don't know, so they can believe. If they don't know the truth, they will be happy. All right, so ignorance. You don't know. Bliss. You're happy. Ignorance is bliss. Naive? Yes. You just don't know the real world, the real story. You don't know. So you're happy. You're not going to be depressed. Children don't know the charming prince is a womanizer. If you don't know, in your mind, always he's a charming prince. Layla, that's impossible. All right, I'll read this out. Once upon a time, there was a nice fairy who lived in an enchanted forest. She gave me the gift of time travel. While I was going to Sleeping Beauty, a miscalculation made me meet Sleeping Beauty 20 years after her marriage. And guess what? Sleeping Beauty had given birth to 10 children. She had become a sour-tempered fat lady. The charming prince? A womanizer. The fable says they lived happily ever after. Lies. Bullshit. But be quiet. Don't tell that to the kids. Ignorance is bliss. Lolly Lolly is a great writer. No grammar mistakes. Yeah, everyone... There's spelling. Everyone who writes is a great writer. Oh, Korean with Grace. Thank you for the coffee. I didn't even do your paragraph. Grace, you should send a paragraph so I can help you. Everyone who writes is a great writer. If you write, you're a great writer. Daniel, 2-timer for the womanizer, 2-timer, 3-timer, 4-timer. Womanizer likes women. All right, we got to move on to Gertrudis, which is the last today. This is it. It's a good story. Stay around, guys. It's a good story. It's her real story. so we get to learn about Gertrudis a little more. Last summer, I went to Montreal, Canada. My daughter had started a new job there. She was so excited. Okay, no problem so far. It was her first job in the movie industry. All right, so last summer she went to Montreal. Daughter had a new job in Canada. Daughter was excited. First job in the movie industry. One night she decided to eat out to celebrate. All right, I'm gonna fix this, Gertrudis, because I know the rest of the story, and that she I'm gonna change to we. So you and your daughter, both of you decided to eat out to celebrate her new job. Okay. It was amazing. She'd booked table for two at a spectacular and exquisite restaurant. You can see in green, I have spectacular and exquisite. Those are good words to use, the perfect words to use. She'd booked table for two. I am going to stick a table. So a little bit of grammar problem. We need a table for two. A table for two, good expression, at a spectacular and exquisite restaurant. A great sentence. When I was eating a juicy and delicious steak, she said to me. I think I missed that mistake. Mom, my first project is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog, so the movie. And I was eating. So we have eating ing. So when should change to, if you have the ing, it's probably going to be while. While I was eating a juicy and delicious steak, she said to me, I forgot the to me, Mom, my first project is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie. I haven't seen that movie. That came out January, I think. I have to work in some scenes as lighting artist. All right, so we need another ah. So Gertrudis right there, you made the same mistake twice. Before the noun, we need and the, my. We need something there as a lighting artist. All right, I'm checking. She couldn't stop talking. Mom, your daughter's name will be on the credits, she said to me. All right, after the mom, after a name, we should have a comma, okay? So, Robin, hello. Robin, comma, hello. Robin, how are you? Robin, comma, how are you? Mom, how are you? Mom, comma, how are you? Mom, comma, your daughter's name will be on the credits. And a little bit of preposition problem here, on. We don't want to use on for the credits. The credits are at the end of the movie when everyone's name is being listed. At the end of the movie, that's the credits. We don't say on the credits. We use a different preposition. Which preposition do we use? You guys answer. She said to me. Yeah, Elpida, I forgot to fix the to me. She said to me. She told me, both are okay. She told me, she said to me. Both of those are okay. Gertrudis says in, and Gertrudis fixed her own, and that is in the credits. So in the credits of the movie. In the credits. Madi by the credits? No, in the credits. Okay, so I fixed up that the quotations. If you're having quotations, usually the period is here or the comma. Whatever punctuation is usually in the quotation. So I fixed that up. So here is a comma. So I put the comma inside the quotations. All right. She was in the seventh heaven. We have an idiom. It's green because it's great. It's perfect to use here. She was in the seventh heaven, but you can see in is green, seventh heaven is green. The is not green because we got to cut that out. We don't say the. In the seventh heaven, we just say she was in seventh heaven. And what does that mean? She was in seventh heaven. She's very happy. Very, very, very happy. Seventh heaven. That's an idiom, all right? Let's see if it's in Oxford. All right. Just extreme joy. Extremely happy if you're in seventh heaven. So that's a good idiom to remember, guys. In seventh heaven. Not in the seventh heaven. In seventh heaven. She was very happy. Michelle. Ninth cloud. That would be on cloud nine. On cloud nine. On cloud nine. And Alyssa overjoyed. Yes. On nine cloud. On cloud nine. On cloud nine. You can't make mistakes with idioms, guys, because with idioms, the words are locked in. You cannot change the order. It always has to be in seventh heaven. You cannot say on seventh heaven. You cannot say in heaven seven. On cloud nine, in seventh heaven. All right. Finally, she didn't eat her dinner. I paid the bill, but I was more than a little proud of her. All right. I didn't like that but. That but didn't fit there. Remember, when using a but, usually you have a positive, the first part of your sentence is positive, but then something negative. Or negative, but something positive. But here, I paid the bill. That sounds like a positive thing. But I was more than a little proud of her. That also sounds like a positive thing. So, but doesn't really work there. So I paid the bill and I was more than a little proud of her. And you said I was more than a little proud of her, which is okay, Gertrudis. That is okay. But I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to change. So I paid the bill, period. I was more than a little proud of her. That's not enough. You have to be more proud. I think you're more proud. Daniel paid the bill and very proud of her. Yeah, that would be using and would be better, but I decided let's break it up. And I I think you're extremely proud. All right. So you said more than a little proud. That's more than a little proud. But I think you're very, very, very proud. So that would be extreme. Extremely proud of her. Am I right? You're extremely proud? Or just more than a little proud? Prouder or more proud? What did she put? I would say prouder. But you know, native speakers might say more proud, but the rule is probably prouder. Sleepwalker, incredibly proud. Yeah, that would be good too. Incredibly proud. Over proud, we can't say over proud. That doesn't work. We want to use extremely or incredibly proud. And then thanks you so much, Robin. Well, you can't say thank. You can just say thanks, period, or thank you. There you go. All right, I'm going to read it out. Last summer, I went to Montreal, Canada. My daughter had started a new job there. She was so excited. It was her first job in the movie industry. One night, we decided to eat out to celebrate. It was amazing. She booked a table for two at a spectacular and exquisite restaurant. While I was eating a juicy and delicious steak, she said to me, Mom, where's the comma? Mom, my first project is going to be Sonic the Hedgehog. I have to work in some scenes as a lighting artist. She couldn't stop talking. Mom, your daughter's name will be in the credits, she said to me. She was in seventh heaven. Finally, she didn't eat. I paid the bill. I was extremely proud of her. Thank you so much, Robin. All right. That's the story. Gertrudis, if you're still around, there it is. There's still a few mistakes I missed, but there's a lot to learn already. Oh, there you go, guys. I'm exhausted. I did 5 today, so there's a few people I didn't do. I know Nas didn't come today, and some other people. Sorry if I didn't do your writing, but of course, channel members, they get priority. If the channel members don't do it, then I will just add in someone else. But you're free to write a paragraph in the comment section of this video. I will edit in a future video 100 words. But of course, the channel members get first priority. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Next week, next week, I don't think I'm going to do... I think next week is just going to be a Q&A, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to do anything. So bring in your questions next week, and I'll answer all those. Layla, thank you, Layla. And all right, thank you to everyone who gave a story. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something today. Again, just a basic cleanup of the writing, nothing too complicated. Layla, you spent so many hours to fix them. It takes me 90 minutes, about 90 minutes to prepare the live stream. So it takes me about 1 hour to edit 5 paragraphs. And it takes me about 30 minutes to prepare the PPTs and get it all set up for the live stream. So it takes me 90 minutes. Monty, the best way to get your paragraph and to participate in the channel is to become a member, join WhatsApp, be active. All right. Thanks, guys. And I'm tired. Little Robin, are you tired? Oh, yeah, he's exhausted. He's already sleeping. It is almost midnight here in South Korea, and I'll see you guys in the future. So take care and study English. Bye.